What's going on, good people out there in the real world? It is the Bad Wolf. Let's get going. All right, so check it out. Your boy was right once again. Not to be cocky, but maybe just a little granules of it though. Once again, as always, I don't care who you guys vote for. But I did tell you that the inside people, all right, told me Trump was going to be president. Now, of course, as somebody who has renounced his U.S. citizenship but still operates the U.S. strawman, I don't care who's in there because at the end of the day, it's still going to be just me paying my bills, me working with you guys, and me taking care of my friends, family, and loved ones. So I don't really care. All I can say is this, guys. At the end of the day, I know some of you guys are like left and right and blue and red. That's never been my thing. All right. So all I can say is this: don't let those people out there draw you into the delusion and the illusion, and then suddenly, like, treat other people poorly or unalive yourselves or start fights with your friends over something that you personally don't have control over. All right. If you guys paid attention to the numbers, you know who did what. And if you're able to have some discernment on the things that were going on, you'll know that it's all their game. At the end of the day, yes, depending on who's in there, could make your life a little bit better. But no matter what it is, at the end of the day, guys, we're all still Americans, and we need to remember that. We, the people, not the constructs above us and what they're trying to do and what they're going to do, no matter who's in the office. All right. Focus on you and bettering yourself. That's what's important. Now, to those people who know me over on TikTok as well, thank you guys for coming over here. Some of you guys from YouTube have gone over to my TikTok channel. Don't forget, I'm also in the Telegram group and Instagram. You can find me on there. You'll know it's me because I won't be asking you guys for money. All right. So be careful who you listen to. And as always, listen to anybody out there, even if it's me, vet the information first. Stay away from and be careful of these gurus trying to get you to do anything for a click. Stay away from males or females out there on any of the platforms spreading mental delusion. Some people out there have mental health issues, my good people. Think about what they're saying. If they're saying stuff to you that you're like, yeah, I vibe to it, I vibe to it. Is it healthy? Is it balanced? Is it fair? We're not 12 and 14 years old anymore. We want everything our way. You're not a toddler. Every man should give me everything. Every woman should be in the kitchen. Come on now. It's not how that's that it really just does a thing for me. And I know I aggravate some people, but I'll tell you this. A majority of the people on here and on TikTok and other platforms aren't going to war with me over these things because a lot of these people are healing and they're growing. It's only the people who have the mental health issues or who are unhealed that have the problems with it. And but here's the thing, not all of my information, no matter what I share to you guys, do you have to do? Duh. Two, if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's either not for you or it's something you haven't gone through. Knowledge is just like these books. You find the one that you need and you use it. I give all of the books, all the knowledge. That doesn't mean that the situation is going to necessarily pertain to you. And it doesn't mean all men, doesn't mean all women. It just means here's something, here's a library, take from it what you need. So that's why I always find it funny when people get the few people who do get bothered by it or whatever else. I instantly call them out as not healed, and you have some type of mental health issue going on. Not because you don't want to take my advice, but because you're trying to fight advice. Do you understand? Like you're trying to fight advice. You're trying to change people. Yeah, for the better. If this can help them be better, then yes, that's exactly what I want. Okay. Or you're trying to tell people to live a certain way. Yes. Yes, I am. Better. And if it gets them to somewhere where they can be better, which most of the people in my life have always prospered from my intellect and knowledge and wisdom, then yes, I'm going to continue. And I'm sorry if it doesn't resonate with you or you're offended by some things I've said and done. But here's the thing, that means you're not healed. You've been through some things. You think I'm personally attacking you, and I'm not. I'm personally trying to help you. That there's a difference. But a healed person understands that. Like so many other people have healed from the knowledge, including this law stuff and the other advice I give on my other channels. But I digress, guys. Let's get to it. So, what is this video about? Oh, once again, it's going to be about the national status. But if only we could find, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready. Are you ready? All right, let's see. Now, we've talked about the national status. We've proven it with the codes 8 U.S.C. 1401, 8 U.S.C. 110122B, 18 U.S.C. 1112, um, 22 CFR 51.2, Foreign Affairs Manual, Section 505.2, 09 code. Come on. There's another one off the top. Come on, brain. Come on. Oh, you got it. GPO Styles Manual, Section 5.23, nationalities. We've proven it, but only if we could find a lawyer or, excuse me, an attorney, professional counselors, because some of these trolls out there who guard bridges and who want to talk about me on their little platforms, the trash heap has spoken, stupid wolf. And other D-bags out there like my girlfriend's exes and things of that nature. Um, and my ex, baby mama, whatever. Um, they want to say there's nothing to it, but when I show them the code, they get quiet. Some of y'all out there are doing the devil's work, and some of y'all are out there doing the chosen one's work. Some people know exactly what I said there. Others will catch up, and others it was never meant to be known by. If only we had somebody in a legal profession, people fully trained in law. Because, I mean, I've only been doing it for 40 years, which is more than most lawyers have. It's fine. I'm not professional. I'm a savage. And don't forget that either. Some people think this, that, nope, 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 not today. Not today, Satin. Not today. Back in your holy. In your holy. If only we had some type of legal professionals that would vouch for the status of a national being real. Oh, hold on. I got something for you. Shazam! Shot goes out to Zhang and Associates, U.S. immigration attorneys and counselors. Always delivers the best. Now, they're not paying me for anything. We're not affiliated. Fair use. Now, I stumbled on this a while ago, and one of my viewers sent this to me, so we're making a video on it. So, shot goes out to them. Well, looky, looky, I got hooky. What does it say right here? National status, non-citizen. So, let's see what they have to say about. Oh, get the volume up, girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what they have to say about the national status. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I haven't won in court so many times now. Maybe my pupils haven't won in court. Maybe some of my other pupils and students haven't gone on to teach this stuff and have a nice career doing something they believe in and restoring, like RFK said in his interview, the elite who want to take away our sovereignty and our political sovereignty. Wait, wait, Wolf, did RFK actually say that? Yes, he did. Look up RFK interview talking about sovereignty. He knows what it is. And I can finally say this now. I'm not going to mention any names for certain reasons. Believe it if you will, or don't, whatever. I don't need to lie to you because I'm just that kind of guy. Don't need to. Truth is the truth. A win is a win, and a loss is a loss. So some time ago, about 2 or 3 years ago now, no, 4. Yeah, about 4, maybe almost 5. A guy came to me who, in doing a consultation privately, is friends with Trump. And after speaking with him, he told me, he said, Wolf, he said, Trump doesn't know this information that you're talking about. And I was on the fence whether I believed him or not. He showed me some things that were pretty convincing, but still yet, I get a lot of information, get a lot of tips, some regular people, some three ledger agency people, some people claiming to be this, some people actually that. So I take all of it as a grain of salt until I can confirm, and some things I just leave on the back burner. We'll see. So in that, he told me he was going to introduce Trump to my YouTube channel. I told you guys this path that I'm on, that you're on, that we're on is it's interesting, right? So about 7, 8 months later, Trump was doing a speech and he started changing up how he was talking about things. He started talking to the people, we the people, we the people. And I caught one of his speeches and I was like, wait a minute. He's using some terms that I use. See, in my videos, I phrase and do certain things a certain way, even certain processes out there, just to see how far it goes and who's using it and where it spreads. By all means, I'm not putting out anything bad by any means, whatever else. Just certain things the way I say them, and it's amazing how far this information has gone. So when he started using certain keywords and phrases that I use on my channel, I was like, no, no, come on, man, no. Once again, I cannot prove any of that of him actually having gone to my channel watching some of this, but I will say that it's curious that he and RFK, which RFK, if you're ever watching this, I would love to talk to you. Seem like you're a very fascinating person, but I know you're going to be busy for the next 4. Um, so do a good job. We're all watching. But it would be amazing if that was all in fact the truth. Or truthfully, he watched the channel and learned and whatever else. Maybe he still does. I don't know. So Trump, if you're watching, give me a call. Love to talk to you. Got some business we should discuss. Or one of his advisors or agents, because I know there's a lot of you guys who watch my channels out there. Advisors, agents, Department of State, law enforcement, Cornell Law EDU, Wikipedia. Um, only the last part there was only for Wikipedia. So with that being said, let's get going. Or shall I say, let us return? Let's return then, shall we? Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to have our lovely assistant. Yeah, we want it in stereo. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I'm going to intervene if and where I think that some of the information is not in full. Because I notice here they don't even use any specific codes or whatever else, and they have most of it, but not, or we'll say a chunk, but not all of it. But let's go.
States national, non-citizen, is a native of an American territorial possession.
Now understand, an American territorial possession is in fact Florida state. State of Florida is the commercial, commerce, corporate. Florida state, Wisconsin state, California state or republic is different than state of. Those are two separate legal things. So Floridians, Wisconsinites, Californians, Illinoisans, you are part of the American territory. Everywhere where there is a Arkansan, Massachusetts, Hoosier, that makes up a nation and a territory. And it is native. Native means natural. The organic. They work, you either have organic or non-organic. Living, dead. Predator, debtor. Record, register. Florida state, Florida Republic, state of Florida. They're two separate things. They cannot intertwine, but you have the ability to go between both of those states. Going into the land of the dead, some people are stuck there. We, the living, the knowledgeable, the ferrymen, if you will, I'm trying to show you, hey, you can come back to America, heaven, the land of the living, sovereignty, predators. This is what they don't want you to know. They want you to spend time on the island of Misfit, Lost Boys. They want you to stay there, be their little toy. Let's keep going.
Possession. Nationals are entitled to all of the legal protection a U.S. citizens would have, but do not have the complete political rights of a U.S. citizen.
Now, this is what the now retired, pretty sure he was an immortal, post office acceptance agent near me for like 20 plus years. I swear the guy didn't age. Oh, wait till you guys find out what's really going on one day. But anyway, um, this is what he told me when I asked him what was the difference between a state citizen and a U.S. citizen. Now, we know that the word state citizen is interchangeable with the word non-citizen national. There's U.S. non-citizen national, and there's non-citizen U.S. national. There are different titles. They are similar. We've proven that in 8 Foreign Affairs Manual, Section 300. Booyah! To all those people out there who are hoping I didn't find that little code. Boom, shakalaka. The devil's in the details. Some of you, and I'm glad you're listening, government agencies out there have the terminology wrong. You're trying to hide it, so you're part of the fraud. And I hope you get prosecuted if you did it nefariously. Now, of course, we know you didn't, because we'd have to prove mens rea that you did it on purpose. Oh, it was an accident. We'll correct it. It's amazing how if you form a legal structure and you hide behind it, you really can't be prosecuted for almost anything. It's interesting because you can't prosecute a dead thing. It's dead. It can be shut down. But anyway, little gem drop there. But he told me the same words. He said, a state citizen, or here, AKA a non-citizen national, is a native of America. It says right here. A non-citizen national is a native. How can you be a native? Well, let's say you're a native of an American territory or possession. So a state citizen is the same thing. But let's go on.
Citizen. National status and citizenship.
Remember, in 8 FAM 300 section, they said that in a lot of places, nationality and citizenship are the same, but not here. Legally, these are different. So that means we have both. How do we know? Read on, my good lady.
Citizenship. While all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals.
Did you hear that? So period, done, done. This legal law firm just confirmed, and we'll see how they try to twist it later, but all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals. Period. That's it. We have both. How does this work? Because we were born as nationals, and then we acquired, and by law, have the accessibility to U.S. citizenship. That's it. That is the law right there. They have to give you your nationality as a Arkansan, Texan, Floridian, Illinoisan. They have to give it to you because you were born there. You weren't born in the District of Columbia. So, but by law, because we are family, you get both. Just like if your dad marries some chick, last name Smith, and you're now, I don't know, Johnson and Smith, or the Smith Johnson family. You're a family. You can use both. This is what they're saying in law.
Nationals. Not every U.S. national is a U.S.
So what they're saying here is that though all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals, means everybody. Not every U.S. national is a U.S. citizen. Why is that? So what? Look at not so if they're saying all U.S. citizens, they're speaking backwards here. They always have to put their BS first because that's how the devil talks backwards. Yep. All U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals, 100%. But here they say not every U.S. national. So that means everybody has this U.S. national side, and that means they're private. Citizen means public, is a U.S. citizen. Why? Because there are different types of nationals and citizens out there. And as a national, you have the choice if you want to use or walk away from your citizenship. You have the
U.S.
choice.
citizen. Very few fall into the category of non-citizen U.S. national.
So now look at how they've changed the term a little bit here. Up here, they said a United States national, right? Now we're talking about non-citizen U.S. national as defined in the Immigration Act. This is just one section. That's why they say here, there's more information. They're only giving you a bit. But it says very few fall into the category of non-citizen U.S. national as defined in the Immigrations and Nationality Act. This is one section. This section is huge and goes on to say more about the different types. So this is deceptive. This is deceptive as fuck. This is how they limit your mind to just a piece of the whole thing, hoping you don't read the whole thing like I do. And then hoping somebody like me doesn't bring you all of it. 8 Foreign Affairs Manual, Section 300. Let's keep going.
National status, non-citizen. A United States national, non-citizen, nationals, while all U.S. You can seek ways to get rollbit. You can seek national status and citizenship. While all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals, not every U.S. national is a U.S. citizen. Very few fall into the category of non-citizen U.S. national as defined in the Immigration and Nationality Act. Currently, only those born or with ties to the outlying U.S. possessions of American Samoa and Swains Island are born as non-citizen United States nationals.
Okay. So, in fact, this part is true, but this is only a piece of it. Legally, the way this is written, currently only those born or with ties to outlying U.S. possessions outlying, meaning outside of the U.S. Which one are we talking about? The corporate or the organic? They don't say. Only those with ties to the outlying U.S. possessions of America Samoa and Swain. Okay, so now they're saying if you're born in these areas, are you a non-citizen United States national? The same applies for those born outside of these possessions, but born to one or more citizen national parents, as long as residency requirements is met. Here is the coup de grace. Here's where they hide the American aspect of it. The same, so meaning the status of a national, applies for those born outside of these possessions. Well, wait a minute. If we have the states, and you're saying only if you're born in America and Samoa, or American Samoa and Swain, are non-citizen U.S. nationals, then where are other areas born outside of these possessions? Well, these would be the states. These are the organic states they're talking about. This can also apply to somebody born in Germany whose parents, one or more, are nationals. Because your parents are nationals, born here in the private. How can we prove this? 8 U.S.C. 1401, A, B, C, D, E, F. Look it up, Buttercup. This is how they hide the America Organic. Also, GPO Styles Manual, Section 5.23, natives of the several states, nationalities. Florida, Floridian, New York, New Yorker. Those places are considered legally to be outside of these possessions. Because possession means they own. So what do we own outside of all of the United States here, America, Samoa, and Swain Islands, Puerto Rico, Mariana, which they talk about down here. So what are the areas outside of that? Is the organic Florida state. Legally, this is how it's looked at. I did a video on with the United States or without the United States for affidavit purposes. Without the United States is America. With the United States is the corporation. They are two separate things. I made a video on the 3 definitions of the United States. Yes, this can seem confusing until you really, really, really study this information. And no offense, but most people watching this, reading this, would never understand this. And that's how they decided to have it written by lawyers. A special team. You have to have a extremely high IQ to understand, to overstand this information. And then to be able to convert and break this down to give it to everybody else. So let's keep going.
Nationals. The same applies for those born outside of these possessions, but born to one or more non-citizen national parent as long as a residency requirement is met.
Notice how they don't itemize where these areas are. By law, they should. Okay, so if you're saying there's born outside, born where? Everywhere? They don't say. So let's just say I'm wrong. Say I'm a goofy, like some of y'all exes. Say I'm a goofy. The law, the Supreme Court opinion on law is that if you can make a solid case from reading the law and its codes, that is convincing, because the law is not written specifically to detail what is and what is not all included. You have the right to stand on that as your fact from your perspective, your perception of the information. And they have to abide by it or prove you wrong. And if they can't, then all they can do is allow you to do what you're doing. They can rewrite the law, but you will always have your freedoms. Now, they will rewrite their laws inside of their corporation, but as the national, who is a sovereign in power, and a national and a private citizen, private person, non-resident, you can be any of these things, you overstand the government and the agencies and the police and all of them, but not if you commit a crime or endanger public safety. Then you have waived your private side, your private ability, your sovereignty. You have been reduced by your own free will and accord.
Met. You can seek ways to get rollbit free coins. You can seek non-citizen nationals are allowed to reside and work in the United States without restrictions.
Yeah, because essentially you were born here. Now, here, check it out. You guys might think this is semantics, but check it out. You have to pay attention to the wordplay. Up here, they refer to certain persons as non-citizen U.S. nationals. But now, they're just calling them non-citizen nationals. Legally, if these are the same things, you have to use the whole word. So why did they remove U.S. right here? Why up here are they referring to, in this code, U.S. nationals? Because there's differences in the words.
Restrictions. They are given U.S. passports with a special endorsement state.
And the special endorsement is the 09 code. And we already showed that the 09 code on Foreign Affairs Manual, section 505.2, states that all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals. Anybody born in the United States is such. So for those acceptance agents out there who are a-holes, don't understand this, you are committing treason. You are a traitor to the United States of America. The code literally says in 22 CFR 51.2 and 3, passports are given to nationals. So how are you going to say that I'm not a national? Even right up here by these attorneys for immigration, it says all U.S. citizens are U.S. nationals. So how are you going to say there's no such thing as a national? And how are you going to say I'm not one? Because it says right here, while all U.S. citizens are nationals. But then it goes on to say that not all nationals are U.S. citizens. So if anything, you should be saying, hey, sir, you know you're a motherfucking national. Are you sure you want to check this off? You may not be a citizen. We have this as a right.
Stating that the holder is a U.S. national and not a U.S. citizen. A non-citizen national may apply for citizenship under the same rules as legal permanent residents. Although non-citizen nationals are protected by and swear allegiance to the United States, they are not granted the same rights and benefits as full citizens. Since nationals are not citizens, they cannot vote for the election of federal politicians such as a congressman or president.
This is what the guy at the post office said, who is an acceptance agent for the United States Postal Service. I would think he's know what he's talking about. No, I mean, not all of them do, but he was writing this. He said, if you claim to be a national or a state citizen, you cannot vote in these things. Why? Because this is inside the corporation. But here's the thing, that's with my passport. But here's what he didn't know. We have the right to bob between either of the sides. national or U.S. citizen. Once again, I refer back up to here. 8 U.S.C. 1101, 22 A and B. All U.S. citizens are nationals. You can use either side. Citizen, public, national, private. Citizen, public, national, private. Citizen, yes. National, yes. Let's go. You're getting it.
President. Instead, nationals vote for a delegate to send to the U.S. House of Representatives.
Right. So here they're talking about who is that? Who goes to the House of Representatives? Your local people. Your local representatives. Instead, nationals vote for a delegate to send to the House of Representatives. Who goes there? Your senators, your what is the other ones? Your aldermen, your whoever. These are all your people that you put into those local things to represent you in the House of Representatives. They're telling you right here. They just busted themselves out. Take that, take that, take that. Although non-citizen nationals are protected and swear allegiance to the United States, they are not granted the same rights and benefits as full public citizens. Since nationals are not citizens, that means in the moment, if you are saying you're a national, you're not a citizen. You can't be both at the same time. That's where they get this non-standing in law derogatory term, sovereign citizen. Sovereign is the national, citizen's a citizen. You can't be both at the same time. Though you have both, you can only use one at a time. If you're in your car with plates, you're a citizen. Their plates. You've registered to them. You say, hey, when I put these plates on and use this driver's license, I'm a U.S. citizen. Now, this doesn't mean that you're above the law by any means. What this does mean, though, is that you are a creator of the law. You can change it. You are not subject to some legal things, but you are lawfully subject to the law itself. The states, the corporate aspect of the states are inferior. The courts that the states do are inferior. Learn constitutional law, my good people. So they busted themselves out right here. It says, instead, nationals vote. Most of those other little countries don't even have a voting thing. So who are they talking about here? Nationals vote for a delegate to send to the United States House of Representatives. That's we the people. We the nationals do this. This is the critic call right here, baby. This busted wide open for me. Here's your proof in the pudding right here. Brought to you by this law firm and specialists in immigration. Right, but sure, Wolf, but Swain can vote and Samoa can vote in Guam and in Puerto Rico. Yeah, they do it too, but we do it too. It started with us. What you saying? We don't have this? We didn't get this until Puerto Rico had it? Bullshit. 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 We had it and we brought it to them. So once again, who are the nationals? We are. We are. Let's keep going.
Representatives. This representative provides input but cannot vote on House affairs. Non-citizen nationals are also protected by the United States Bill of Rights on top of the laws of their home government. Concerning taxation, non-citizen nationals are exempt from paying a federal income tax or taxes to the federal government and wealth accrued within the territory.
Did you hear that? Dun, dun, dun. Anybody who is a national and operating as a non-citizen national, and once again, we're changing up the words a little bit, are exempt from paying federal taxes. And most of the employers spoken to said if you're exempt on the federal level, you're exempt on the state level. As educational information only, do your own research.
Territory. Territories, commonwealths, and possessions may, however, implement taxation plans which mirror those of the United States.
Meaning these areas can do their own taxations.
States. They also receive economic assistance through some, but not all, national benefit programs or services such as Social Security.
So you're saying there are national benefits and other services through Social Security that these other areas are getting, but yet we're nationals. How come we don't know anything about these? How come they don't market these things to us? Where's our money? Oh, that's right, because they're too busy making us slaves as U.S. citizens. They don't want to give us money, they want to give them because we're already on board. They want to bring those people over. Why take care of your current girlfriend? Get a new one and treat her better. Why have one dude when you can have multiple dudes? Give the new dude all the new stuff. The other guys, he's already in the basket. If some of y'all think that way, it's messed up. Y'all part of the problem. I get it. You're doing what you want to do. So hey, it's your life. What you want to do. I'm just saying that's part of the problem is when we give in to those intrusive thoughts and carnalistic behaviors, because that's what they're doing, and they're doing it to you. So we have to be better. We have to be better. But now you guys have seen right there from a law firm of attorneys. They do immigrations and all that good jazz. That's it, folks. That's all, folks. Don't forget to join me on Black Site 32. There's lots of goodies. We now have we've got two people who do land patents. Okay. On the resource page, we've got two travel people. So if you guys want to do some traveling, you can either book with my cousin or one of my other peoples. They're on there. There are lots of programs, guys, on there. So search all the pages, read through all the things, and find what you need. If you go to Black Site 32 and you don't find something that can benefit you, I will be amazed. So I put on all kind of stuff that I've either used, use, or know that other people have used to better themselves. So check it out. Keep in mind, we've had 500,000 people go through Black Site 32, but yet we only have 75, what is it? Yeah, about 75,000 subscribers. Ladies, thank you for stepping it up. You guys are now up to 25% of the viewers. However, the males still have 75. And the males are subscribing at an alarming rate. So, ladies, I don't know. Support what it is. I'm just saying, like, what is it? What is it? Like, I'm just gonna G it up. So what is it like? Are y'all trying to tell me like the stories are true that ladies don't want to do anything technical? They don't like, oh, is that what it is? I don't get it. Guys, thank you for supporting. I definitely appreciate that. Ladies, what's up? It's not too complicated for you. You guys can run businesses and schools and households and whatever else. So your brains are multifaceted. I don't understand why you guys are not subscribing. Some and the ones who have, thank you. It's not all. I'm just saying the ones who haven't. Because that number should be like 50-50. No, as a matter of fact, really, it should be more because there's the population is almost two-thirds women. So really it should be, but once again, this is leadership stuff. So if you're really leaders and boss babes, you guys should be supporting. Unless you just don't like me, or I'm not pretty enough or something. I don't know what it is. But for real, I could use all of you guys' support and help. And thank you to all the people who do support. Ramen, once again, my number one donation expert out there. Thank you for supporting. Literally, there's been months where he was the only person who supported with a donation on Black Site 32. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Because I'm not just some guy who sits around all day and then just, makes videos like I do other stuff. And donations help keep the lights on. And once again, I did say that, look, I would be monetizing the videos, which we've started, and I might have to start doing some product placement on my channel, which I've been denying. But you guys understand, when these people hit me up, I'm just going to give you some information they maybe don't want me to say or whatever else. I'm not going to mention the names of the companies, but the minimal amount they offer me is like $2,500 for like a 30 or 60-second ad in the beginning of my video to advertise various products from these companies that hit me up. So if the donations are going to be weak, you might be seeing me going, lip balm by so and so. Check it out. Now you understand why all those other people do it is because I've been offered between, like I said, 2,500 to 15 to do that. So I guess I'll just have to start doing it if you guys aren't going to support more donations. Because why would you say no to the money? And people wonder why people sell out. Got to keep the lights on. Got to keep the kids fed. It ain't just me here, people. So you guys take care of yourselves. Stay healthy and mentally wealthy. Get your finances up. Stop all the BS and the rah-rah. We ain't getting any younger, so it's time to get some stuff into gear, good people. Well, you take care. It's your life. Do what you like. Just know that some things come with penalties, reactions, and things that you may regret having done in the future. So live your best life, enjoy it, but don't do anything that's going to mess you up for your future because I want to see you guys get there and don't carry that extra baggage if possible. So just make better choices. All right. Talk to you guys later.